Would you recommend this game for people on YouTube to try?
Yeah,
You also confirm that I didn't force you to tell this.
I want to see my family though.
I recommend this game.
This is me, and this is my game engine PK that I'm making for my bachelor's degree. Separate video on that if you want to check it out. And the story goes like this. I have to present this engine in front of some teachers and get my degree, and things will go like this. I show engine, they like engine. I show cool memory hacks and hot code reloading, they like hot code reloading. They ask me about a nice game made in this engine. I don't have a nice game. Wait. Okay. This is not good. I have to make a game in this engine to finish my studies. Okay, so first of all, why Minecraft Dungeons instead of Minecraft? And I don't take why Minecraft as a question. Even Obama knows that Minecraft is the best game out there. Well, there are two reasons. The first one is that I already have not one but 3 Minecraft clones, and I'm sick of writing chunk loading logic. And the second one is because Minecraft Dungeons has some nice graphics that would work nice on my renderer, so let's see how far can we get. If you haven't watched my videos on my engine or 3D renderer, I have some basic things that you would expect to see in a modern 3D game, like nice shadows, lights, and also some nice animations like, oh. Okay, I also have some bugs, but mostly I can work around them like any good programmer. So let's get started. The first thing that I wanted was to make sure that I really have some good graphics for my game, and nothing says good graphics better than reflections. You see, normally, reflections are expensive to implement. If you want to make a mirror in your game, you have to render the entire scene again from behind the mirror into a texture and put that texture on the mirror. And as Einstein once said, rendering the entire game twice is kinda not good. Or something. So this is why screen's reflections were created. They basically try to use the information available on the screen to create the reflections. I found this good video on YouTube explaining the implementation, so it should be easy. Okay, so I was wrong as usual. It took me like 3 days to get it working. Let's take a look at what I have wasted 3 days for. Okay, so you can see some small reflections here and there, like this green ball, and it might not look like much, but if I disable the reflections, you can quickly see that there is actually a big improvement in visuals because they give some more accurate ambient lighting, so maybe it wasn't a waste of time after all. Okay, so now that I have the best visuals ever achievable by humankind, let's talk about the implementation. I found these nice PBR Minecraft textures online, and PBR basically means child graphics for those who don't know, and made some blocks into my engine to see how they would look like. This part of the process is very similar to implementing Minecraft. You have to make sure, for example, that you don't render block faces that are inside the geometry. Like this. Oh, I did exactly the opposite. 1 second. Okay, so this is how the game looks like now, and we can take 1 second to appreciate those nice reflections. Yes, that grey thing there is what I have worked 3 days for. And now I'm taking 3 days of your life to show it to you. So if it is one thing that I learned from making my Steam game, it is that I will never make levels by hand again in my next game, because it takes a lot of time, so yeah, this is exactly what I did for this game. Go wishlist my game on Steam, gamers. After that, I started to work on the lights and got an idea. What if I add color grading to my engine? Color grading is a way of making the colors of the game look in a certain way without much effort. It is just like one of those Instagram filters that make you look good while you still look ugly as shit. So you just edit a screenshot of the game in a special software and it will generate this color map that you can apply to your game. Let's see what I have wasted another day for. Okay, so I'm no expert in color grading, but something doesn't look quite right here. I can't put my hand on what exactly it is, but you know what I mean, like... Okay, so after fixing the LSD problem, it was time to actually work on the game. The hardest thing by far was making the Steve model. Yes, this took me probably more than the actual implementation. The problem was that I couldn't find a good model online, and for some of them, the animations didn't work with my engine, so I did what any good programmer would do, and instead of fixing my engine, I spent a few days figuring out how to make the model. And it looks like this in the game. No, I'm just kidding. This is the real model. Now the game is something. Can you guess what it is? Is it A, gameplay? Is it B, originality? Is it C, an end goal? Or is it D, all of the above? I'll give you a hint. It's all of them. So, Well, we'll start with the end goal, since it is easiest to implement and we can't fix the originality problem, so I scattered some diamonds on the map and you have to collect them in order to complete the game.
Nice.
Then I reused the Steve model to add zombies. This means that I also have to write an AI system for the enemies to follow the player. For this you can, for example, use this video that explains the A-star algorithm. I personally will use something called straight path equals shortest path. This basically means that the enemies will just try to move towards you even if they have to walk straight through walls, but yeah, bro, I'm so not getting this degree. Now we need a logo for our game and a name, and since we can't risk Minecraft to sue us, yeah, we are gonna call it not Minecraft Dungeons. The last thing the game needed was a menu, so I used my UI library for that. Usually, UI libraries use an OOP approach, where you create a class for a button, and then you specify stuff to it, and you add a callback for when it is clicked, but this is just a mess. Take a look at my library. Just type if button, and that's it. The button function will return true when pressed, and the library will handle everything, including button placement and even submenus. Let's now test the game. Hello,
Hi.
ready to test the game?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, I see. I like it. Okay, so how can I place blocks?
No, it's Minecraft Dungeons. So like you don't place and break blocks. You just move around.
So how do I jump?
No, you can't jump because it is easier for me to implement the physics system this way.
Well, that sucks. I think you should really implement that. It will make the gameplay experience so much nicer.
Okay, so after that I hopped on Discord with some people from my community to show them the game, and this is what happened. Okay, so how do I pronounce your name? THF? Is
Okay,
it?
so THF is short for two-headed fetus. So
Oh, okay,
say that.
that's really friendly.
Or
Oh,
just
that's
THF.
nice.
So let me see. It's not McDonald's.
Oh, the design is driven by utility-based design. So like, if it's hard to implement, I'm not doing that.
Oh, here's a McDungeon. How are you handling the like entities? Do you use like ECS or something else?
Yeah, so I use something from C++. It's called standard vector, and I have a
yes.
vector of I have a vector of enemies. You'll see your reflection. Yeah,
Nice.
that thing. Yeah. I spent like 3 days for that thing. Also, please appreciate how well the AI of the zombies is made. Would you recommend this game for people on YouTube to try?
Yeah.
And you also confirmed that I didn't force you to tell this.
I want to see my family though.
We'll see.
I recommend.
I recommend this game.
They also showed me some of their own creations, like this engine that is probably more advanced than Pika, but we don't talk about that. This physics simulator, or this guy that has many projects on itch.io, like this editor, so go check him out. If you also have a nice project to share, join my Discord server, and here you'll also find the link to my Minecraft Dungeons clone in the goodies section. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that Obama recommends you to wishlist my game on Steam?